Welcome to the Lynn Lineup, a show highlighting upcoming events happening in the Lynn community. Today we're here to talk about the 4th annual Lynn Shore Showdown, happening Saturday, July 20th, 2019 at Lynn and Nahant Beach by where the Nahant Rotary is. Registration runs from 8 to 9, the event kicks off at 10. And today I am joined by Jared Nicholson and Malcolm Chrispin. And thanks for joining me today, guys.
Thank you.
So, we actually have a champion here. Malcolm actually was last year's middle school division middleweight class champion. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
So I don't know about the people at home, but like I was saying before the show, when I imagine wrestling, I imagine like a gym, a mat with a circle on it. I don't necessarily think about a beach. I don't think about people wrestling in the sand. So why did you guys decide to do it at a beach?
So I originally got the idea a few years ago. I was studying for the bar after law school. I had all this time on my hands to kill time, and I wanted to get back into wrestling. And Narragansett, Rhode Island does a beach wrestling tournament every year. I saw it, I entered it, I had a blast, and thought it would be a great fit for Lynn because we have this beautiful beach, and we've been working on bringing wrestling to Lynn. And so it's an opportunity to show off the beautiful Lynn Shore and also to promote the sport of wrestling in the city.
And Malcolm, how was it actually wrestling on a beach compared to, like I said, like normally you would probably be in like a gym on a mat. So how was that experience?
I mean, it's a really good change as a wrestler. Like, you get to experience new people coming in because it's in a different setting, and you get to experience something just completely different from what you're used to, from a mat where you're wearing shoes to a beach where you're on sand and the floor is really soft. It's just a really cool change as a wrestler.
And I think it's fun to mix it up. You know, wrestlers work hard year-round, and in the summertime, the gyms are hot, and you want to keep having programming, particularly, you know, in the summertime, we want to give kids positive activities to do, and this is a great way to continue their wrestling, but also mix it up so that it keeps them interested and engaged.
And this event is going to have different weight classes and different divisions, and this is going to be open to everyone, correct?
Exactly. So what we'll do is we'll group first by age. So there'll be a youth or middle school bracket, there'll be a high school bracket, and there'll be an open bracket, which anybody, any age can come. We've had some seniors lobbying for a senior group, and if we get enough, we'll do that. And within those age brackets, we'll group it by weight. And so you don't have to weigh in or anything. It's just report. It's a more casual than a normal tournament. But so it'll be grouped by those categories.
And it's a tournament, so it starts at 10. How long has it gone in the past, roughly?
Usually it's a couple hours that we're usually done by 1 or 2 or so. I mean, it depends how many wrestlers we get on that day in terms of how long it takes to make it through the brackets. But, you know, for smaller categories, we usually do it as a round robin, and so everybody wrestles everybody, and then the winner who won the most. And then for the bigger ones, we'll have elimination brackets like you would see in a normal tournament.
And kind of touching on that too, how has it been in past years? There have been a lot of people watching, participating. How has it been?
Yeah, so I mean, the last few years we've had 50, 60 wrestlers, and so we've been impressed by the turnout. We get a great group coming from Boston every year, and Boston Youth Wrestling helps us promote the event, brings a ton of wrestlers, brings a ton of volunteers to work the tournament. We've gotten a big group from Providence every year, Beat the Streets Providence. They bring a ton of wrestlers, take a bus up. And then kids from Lowell, kids from the surrounding areas, from Lynn, from Swampscott. And so we've been excited to have that number of wrestlers. And then I think as we've gotten more spectators who kind of know it's coming and see it as a fun thing to check out. And would love to get as many people as we can to come participate and to watch.
And this isn't just a tournament, it's also a fundraiser. So we were talking before, the proceeds actually do go somewhere.
Yeah. So Boston Youth Wrestling is really an amazing group that's built a movement in the city of Boston to expand youth wrestling and bring it to places where it's not. And we partnered with them a few years ago to bring wrestling to Lynn. And I'm a former wrestler, And I thought wrestling would be a great fit for the city of Lynn. You know, it's a low cost of participation, you can have a big roster, you don't need a whole lot of space. And so we've been working and growing wrestling here, and the tournament proceeds benefit Lynn Wrestling and Boston Youth Wrestling support of the Lynn programs.
And how has the program been running in Lynn?
It's been going really well. So we have a team at Marshall Middle School, we have a team at Breed, and then we have a varsity team that's citywide that anybody in the Lynn Public Schools at the high school level can participate in. And it's been growing year over year. We had record numbers this year.
So all this talk about wrestling just makes me curious. What made you guys get into it?
Well, for me, I kind of just started as a sport where I was kind of bored and I really needed something to do. And then the year after that, I really got into the sport, and I really liked what I was learning and all the people I was meeting and all the connections I was making. I ended up connecting with the program Boston Youth Wrestling, and that really kind of changed my whole wrestling career. Now I love it.
And Jared?
So I started wrestling when I was in high school. I was playing football. My freshman football coach was also the wrestling coach, and so he recruited me. And then my father had actually wrestled too, so I was aware of the sport. But yeah, it's become a big part of my life for sure. I wrestled in college, like I said, and it's been something I've been really excited about to bring wrestling to Lynn.
So for the people that want to go to this event, but maybe don't want to wrestle, is there anything for non-wrestlers to do?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a day at the beach, so you can come and hang out and see Malcolm try to keep his crown as a champion, middleweight champion, and then hang out and enjoy the sun and the waves and the sand. We definitely will be selling T-shirts and concessions, and so it's a fun day to hang out.
And you were talking in the past, there have been a bunch of people that have helped out. So who do you guys work with to actually make the event happen?
So Boston Youth Wrestling has been a key partner over the years, and then the Friends of Lynn Nahant Beach has also been incredibly helpful in helping us get the space and reserve the beach and get the word out. And they do that through the Department of Conservation and Recreation, who are very helpful in getting the sand ready, and so it's really a team effort.
All right. Is there anything else either of you guys would like to add?
Do you have any predictions, Malcolm, for whether you're going to repeat?
Definitely.
Good.
Hoping to keep my crown.
All right. So the last bit is just how do people register?
So they can go to the Boston Wrestling website, bostonwrestling.org/store, and register in advance. You can also register the day of, but you save on your fee if you register in advance.
All right. Awesome. Thanks again for joining me, guys, and good luck. Again, that's the 4th annual Lynn Shore Showdown happening Saturday, July 20th, 2019 at Lynn Nahant Beach, right by where the Rotary is. Registration runs from 8 to 9. The event starts at 10. That's it for this edition of the Lynn Lineup. Thanks for watching.